What is going on, guys? Espresso Shucko here, and I am here with my Calyrex Shadow team. The team is Calyrex, Incineroar, Tapu Lele, Tornadus, Politoed, and Barraskewda. Bet you didn't see that one coming from me. Barraskewda. So, I'm running two choice items on this team. Choice specs on Tapu Lele, and choice band on Barraskewda. Barraskewda hits like a truck with a choice band. We've got Throat Chop, we've got Close Combat. The idea here is Throat Chop is to actually get around opposing Shadow Rider Calyrexes, because that is one big glaring weakness that my Calyrex has, is opposing Ghost Deer. Yeah, so basically the less I have to worry about Astro Barrages hitting me, the better. Tapu Lele doesn't like that either. So Barraskewda gets very, very fast in rain. We hit that Throat Chomp, we take out opposing Calyrexes, bada bing, bada boom. Politoed is the default setter for the rain, but if I run into a Kyogre team, I could rely on having their Kyogre set rain for Barraskewda, which is fun. I did a practice match with this about maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago, and sure enough, that's what I did. I let my opponent set rain for Barraskewda. It's a fun time. Tornadus, we have speed control with Tailwind and Icy Wind. Hurricane is to benefit from Politoed's rain. We make sure that Hurricane does not miss. Someone's going to get very comfortable right here and swing off the Joy-Cons. Before any catastrophe happens, let's jump into the campaign to entertain and find some battles, shall we? Okay, first team is a Giratina team. It's a Ghost Showdown. So we have Golisopod, Steelix, Galarian Weezing, Dusclops, Giratina Altered, and Berserker. Alright, cool team. Let's see. What do we want to bring? Tapu Lele should put some good pressure on Giratina with choice specs and Moonblast. I do have to be weary of the Galarian Weezing because it resists my fairy type attacks, but at the same time, Psychic or Psy Shock should do some pretty good damage. Could you not take out things? Alright, so let's see. Barraskewda could probably do some good damage to Steelix. I think maybe I'll lead Barraskewda and Lele. I think maybe Calyrex in the back, and I don't even know if I need Politoed necessarily, because as far as the rain goes, the rain's not really gonna help too much, so I think I can maybe even justify bringing in Incineroar instead. Yeah, I think we can bring Incineroar instead. We'll leave Torn at home. If they get Trick Room up, Torn's not going to really do much for us. If anything, that would make them faster if Trick Room gets up because of Icy Wind. So, yeah, I don't think I need too much speed control. Calyrex is fast enough. We got Golisopod and Weezing. Alright. Let's see. So, I don't really need to rely on my, I don't get my Psychic trained, so Barraskewda is in a precarious position. But, that said, assuming I can live this, I think maybe we'll go, I think we can go Flip Turn, and I think we can go for a Psychic into Weezing as well. If they protect Weezing, they protect Weezing. Okay, Barraskewda did nothing, but that's okay. We're going to get a Psychic into Weezing. Once I get my Psychic train, all the better. Calyrex doesn't like priority moves being thrown at it, so there we go. We'll get rid of Weezing. We'll get our Psychic train up. Calyrex can come in. Now, Golisopod actually does have to worry about its emergency exit ability. Kind of figured that was going to happen, but at the same time, yeah. It's the Calyrex team. It's not the Barraskewda team. Not yet, at least. I was originally thinking about throwing Barraskewda onto another team, but at the same time, I couldn't figure out the last 2 slots, so I was like, yeah, let's try Barraskewda. Hopefully Barraskewda can do better later. So, Dusclops and Golisopod versus my Calyrex and my Tapu Lele. So, honestly, I think my Astral Barrage should be more than enough. And they now know that I'm Choice Specs. So, I think we'll go for that. And I think we're safe to double into the Dusclops there. Because I think we'll do enough damage to Dusclops that or enough damage to Golisopod that'll prompt emergency exit here. So, we'll see. Yeah. So emergency exit is going to kick in this turn. So Golisopod's going to do nothing. We're going to hit the Dusclops. And that'll deny Trick Room right there. If they have Giratina, great. Ooh. I'm digging the shiny Giratina. That's cool. I would like to get my own at some point, but I don't have one. Yeah, so anyways, I think Tapu Lele can sub out into Incineroar. I don't know what this Giratina wants to do, if it wants to run physical or special yet. So nothing wrong with getting a Intimidate off into it, just to play it safe. Golisopod's attack heavy, so I think we can go Astral Barrage. And I think we can go straight into Incineroar. I don't have to really worry too much about Fake Out. One's a Ghost type, the other thing's close to going down, so I think I can just opt for going maybe a Taunt into Giratina, because for all I know, this could also want to try to set up Trick Room. Or it might have some fun special attacks that's coming my way. The Psychic Terrain still keeps Calyrex safe. Yeah. We're safe from that, that's what I'm happy about. No Shadow Sneak off the Giratina, which could have been bad without the Psychic Terrain. Golisopod's a cool Pokemon too. I will give my opponent props for running Weezing and Golisopod there. That said, I feel like Regigigas is still probably the better thing to run with Weezing. So they're gonna go Shadow Force, that's fine. They have leftovers. I think we'll let Lele take this, and I think Incineroar can go Parting Shot into Giratina. Giratina should hit Lele first, so I can probably bring out Calyrex right away, get Incineroar back, and they take an Intimidate, so. Let's see. So, there's the Shadow Force. Lele is gonna... Ooh, Lele actually lived. That's cool. They're at -2 attack. They're gonna not appreciate Calyrex coming in and hitting it. I don't like that I lost my +1 from the Grimnay, but oh well. It is what it is. So I think the obvious thing is Moonblast and Astral Barrage. Giratina's got leftovers, so from that range, I think I just pick it off regardless. So we'll go for the Moonblast, and we'll go for the Astral Barrage. And my opponent forfeits. So, good game to my opponent. Sucks that Barraskewda did nothing, but that's okay. Calyrex came in, Calyrex did what it needed to do. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's look for our next opponent. Alright, so we have a non-restricted theme. Okay, cool. So we have Braviary, Gigalith, Jellicent, Cradily, which that could be scary for Barraskewda, Mimikyu, and Metagross. So, the Braviary could be bad for Calyrex, since I would have to hit it with something other than Astral Barrage, which means I'm either throwing Pollen Puff at it, which is resisted, or Expanding Force, which that could be a problem. Gigalith can make itself bulky because of sand, which is not great. Cradily, Storm Drain can be bad for both Politoed and Barraskewda. No, not out on the table. Mimikyu's Disguise is probably going to be a little tedious. My opponent's team overall has a big Trick Room component to it, which is not good. think maybe we go Torn and Metagross. Torn and Incineroar. Calyrex. And I think we bring Lele in the back. The nice thing is if we can break Mimikyu's disguise, Astro Barrage is just going to clean it up nicely. Now, my opponent might think I have Taunt on Tornadus, which I don't. I have Icy Wind in that slot, so I can get a little bit of spread damage with Torn. So let's see, what have they got? Mimikyu and ooh, that's not good. Because of Defiant. That's very not good. But that's okay, it's only at +1. I can fake out into the Braviary, I can go for Icy Wind. And then that way, I don't have to worry too much about that. Or do I? Yeah, I want to go Icy Wind so that I can break the disguise on Mimikyu there. So we'll go fake out into Braviary. We'll go for the Icy Wind. That'll be a little bit of chip into Braviary and a little bit of chip into Mimikyu. Assuming I hit Mimikyu, that's the other thing. Because then I can Flare Blitz the Braviary and Tailwind, maybe. Mimikyu's gonna withdraw, that's fine with me. Gigalith, okay. That's a little bit more concerning, but it's alright. Braviary is gonna protect, even better. So they're gonna dodge the Fake Out on that one. Okay, so Gigalith's going to take a little bit of chip. Not that that matters too much. So what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I could Tailwind and Parting Shot. And that would let me get Tapu Lele in here. I could also Tailwind and Flare Blitz straight into the Braviary, which I think maybe that might be the better idea. That Braviary is at +1 attack. We'll get the speed off. Incineroar's going to do some big damage with the Flare Blitz. I feel like Gigalith Rock Slides here. But what I could do is I could bring in Lele and... ooh, close combat. Yeah, that's not great. But if I bring in Lele and Calyrex, I can go for a 1-2 punch. Set up the Psychic Terrain, Expanding Force, which Expanding Force at this range should be more than enough to break down Braviary, and Lele can pick off Gigalith. So I don't think I'm still in a bad spot. I still have my Restricted, and I have Lele. It really sucks that I lost Incineroar for the Fake Out pressure, but it's not the end of the world. And plus, if I time this right, the Expanding Force should be more than sufficient to not only take out Braviary, but also to give me a boost. And then that way too, I can just go, I could also go Shadow Ball with Lele, but at the same time, I think Expanding Force into the Braviary slot, and then I think, Metagross or Jellicent would be really good to have Shadow Ball for, so I think I'm going to lock myself into Shadow Ball, and that should be more than enough. We'll find out how much this does to Gigalith, because that's the biggest thing that we're banking on, is finding out, that should be more than enough. Because Mimikyu, we know, doesn't like the Shadow Ball. It doesn't like the Astro Barrage. We got speed on our side. That should be more than enough because of the specs. Cradily could be a problem, but at the same time, I don't think it's the end of the world to deal with. If they have Shadow Sneak on Mimikyu, that's not going to help them because of the Psychic Terrain. So I think that's a pretty quick turnaround. So let's see. Yeah, there's Cradily. Okay. So I think we go. I wonder. I think Expanding Force is actually the better option. Yeah, I think Expanding Force might be the better option here. So I think we'll go Expanding Force and Shadow Ball into the Mimikyu, double into it. Yeah, there's the Shadow Sneak there. So we'll break the disguise. We'll hit Cradily hard. Ooh, should have gone Shadow Ball into Cradily there. If that thing wants to set up a substitute, that's annoying. But I think we can handle this. Shadow Ball is going to be big damage. That should be it for Mimikyu. Yep, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mimikyu. Ancient Power. What? I don't know why they have Ancient Power on there. But, oh well. There we go. I'm happy about that. We'll go for the Astral Barrage. We'll go for the Shadow Ball. That should be a good time. I mean, good time for me, not for Cradily. But anyways, good game to my opponent. Let's see what we can get for another match. Okay, we have a Zacian team with Landorus, Rillaboom, Regieleki, Tapu Fini, and Incineroar. Alright, so they have two different means of changing the terrain, so that might be a little problematic for leading with Lele. But this might be a Politoed Barraskewda game. Barraskewda at -1 with a Choice Band can one-shot Incineroar with a Liquidation at -1. So that might be something to think about. I have the Wakamberry on my Politoed. I think we can try that. Barraskewda is also very fast, which puts a lot of pressure on Landorus. By default, we must bring Tapu Lele to override Rillaboom or Fini's terrains. Rillaboom destroys Barraskewda with a Grassy Glide. So I gotta be able to override that. Calyrex should be able to pick off whatever I have left to deal with. Incineroar is very tempting, but I definitely want to bring my Calyrex to this one. The Pollen Puff should be enough of a deterrent. And plus, the nice thing is Pollen Puff will also heal your partners. So if I need to boost someone's HP back up, I can do that. But Calyrex should be able to handle what's left. I'm really banking on Barraskewda being able to do some stuff in this one. They didn't really have a means of changing their weather. Okay, I actually like Regieleki's Zacian here for two reasons. One, I'm going to be way faster than Regieleki. I can protect with Politoed, flip turn, and then potentially KO next turn. I kind of wanted to run Drill Run on Barraskewda, but at the same time, I think Throat Chop is a little bit more handy. So I think we'll go for the flip turn into Regieleki, and Calyrex just naturally outspeeds Zacian as well. So if I can get rid of Regieleki, all the better. So if Regieleki protects, that's a problem. I think I want to double into it with a Scald. And that way, if they target me with a Electro Web, that's fine. Yeah, they're Focus Sashed. So I think by default, I gotta bring Lele in here. Because if they went Electro Web, that's not good for Calyrex to take the hit off of. Yeah, that's the one problem. I was kind of hoping they weren't Focus Sash, but they are, so here we are. There's the Electro Web, so not something I want Calyrex or Barraskewda, for that matter, taking. The Wakamberry is going to help us there, and we're going to pick off Regieleki, assuming Zacian didn't go for Politoed. That's a big assumption. they did, but I still get to live, so we can do that. Politoed apparently did not like that Electro Ball that much, but hey, that's great. Politoed I should try to keep around because of the rain. There's one of the... Oh, there's Tapu Fini, okay. So. What do I want to do now? Because, here's a problem. Both of these things are slower. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll go for the Moonblast into Fini, and I'll protect Politoed, and then that way, in theory, I should be able to get a free switch into Barraskewda. Yeah, there's the Behemoth Blade into Lele. So unfortunately I don't get any chip damage into Fini, but that's okay. I can get Barraskewda in. I can even get Calyrex in. And Calyrex might not be that bad right now to bring in. Liquidation would hurt Zacian really good, though. I'm really tempted to just bring in Barraskewda, but at the same time, I think we'll bring in Barraskewda, because if they have Rillaboom in the back, that's a good way to lure in Rillaboom. And if we can get rid of Zacian, all the better. So I think we'll Helping Hand Barraskewda here. And in theory, depending on the EVs on Zacian, we should be able to pick it up. Or if not, leave it within Astral Barrage range. Ooh. Barraskewda. It's finally doing something. That Icy Wind is not good for me, but that's okay. I can go for the Liquidation into whatever wants to come in next. Unless it's Rillaboom. Then, yeah. Then Barraskewda kind of dies. But, hey. There we go. Ooh, it's Incineroar. Problem, though. I think I'm about to run out of rain. I kind of need the rain to be able to one-shot, and I don't have the Psychic terrain. Okay, so I think we can preserve... I think we can preserve Barraskewda. This is definitely Barraskewda's time to shine. And I think we can protect Politoed here. They can't fake out, so... they hit me with an Icy Wind, that's fine. I can go for Astral Barrage and hit Fini pretty hard. That's the only thing is, I don't really have anything to hit Fini with, so... I kind of want Pollen Puff Politoed to get some more HP into it. Oh, there's a Moonblast into my Calyrex. That said, that did not a whole lot, so I think I'm fine to... I think I'm going to Helping Hand Astral Barrage, see what I can bring Fini down to. We haven't seen any Calm Minds. We've seen Moonblast and Icy Wind. So... it's probably got Muddy Water. It could have Protect. That could be bad. But, hey, we got rid of Zacian with Barraskewda. I'm intending to get rid of Incineroar with Barraskewda. So if we can get rid of Fini with Calyrex, all the better. And plus, it's going to be a nice amount of chip damage into Incineroar. Yeah, it took it down to under half. That was a crit, that's fine though. So. Nature's Madness, okay. That's not good. That's really not good. I lose Calyrex off of a Snarl. I'm not surprised about that. My Politoed is very slow at the moment. And Tapu Fini has a berry. Okay. So there goes the rain. That's alright. Barraskewda is still going to be the fastest thing on the field. So my liquidation should be more than enough to take out Incineroar at this range. The choice band should be enough, maybe, to pick up Tapu Fini. We'll go Helping Hand. We'll go for the Helping Hand, and then that way, between the choice band, the Helping Hand, should be able to maybe pick up Fini. They could still have Protect, which could be bad. So, anyways. Not out of the clear just quite yet, but let's see what happens. If we get rid of Fini, that's it. That's perfect. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, there's a dead fish. Oh, nope, never mind, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Now there's a dead fish. Unfortunately, that's it for Politoed. There's no way Politoed's outspeeding Tapu Fini at this range. Yep, I should have maybe gone for Incineroar there. That's okay. It is what it is. Barraskewda did a lot of work. Yeah, Barraskewda did a lot of work there. I'm very happy with it, actually. I'm going to keep this in for sure. It sucks that I lost, but we had a good run. We brought Regieleki down to a Focus Sash with it. We KO'd Regieleki with Politoed. Barraskewda one-shot the Zacian. That's the biggest thing there. It one-shot the Zacian. It would have taken out Incineroar, no problem, and it almost took out Fini. Barraskewda actually is a monster there. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thank you so much for watching this Calyrex team with the Barraskewda and Politoed. We had 3 very quick, very fun matches. This team is a very hyper-offensive team, so that's naturally how the games are going to go. You're either going to win really fast or you're going to lose really fast. Going 2-1 with it was not bad at all. That third match, Barraskewda put in a tremendous amount of work. I cannot stress that enough. In matches 1 and 2, Calyrex and Lele together, they did very good as well. I'm pretty happy with the team overall. I'm going to continue to use it on the ladder and on my free time, which is a cruel joke because I have no free time. But anyways, I'm very happy with how today played out. I hope you guys are as well. By all means, be sure to let me know what you think of the team in the comments down below. If you have any ghost types you want to see featured in some videos between now and the end of October, by all means, let me know what you want to see. I will happily try to build around it. And that's it. I will see you guys next time with a new team. Not sure what's getting built around next, but it will be something. Yeah, technically not wrong, technically not wrong. It will be something. Anyways, bye-bye.